Viewers, we are live and breaking and we are continuing our rolling coverage right now, but the news is very unfortunate. Businessman Cyrus Mistry met with an accident in Palghar, which is near Mumbai. He is now confirmed dead. He was a former chairman of Tata Sons while travelling from Ahmedabad to Mumbai, died in a road accident after his car hit a divider. 4 people were present in that car, 2 died on spot and 2 were moved to the hospital. On the face of it, the police sources are telling us that it looks like a case of overspeeding. Ankit is joining me live from Cyrus Mistry's residence. Ankit, it is a very unfortunate incident coming in. We're learning a few details about how the incident really happened, but one thing is for sure, everybody from across various spectrums, whether it be the world of business or politics or sports, they all are saying that he was a tall figure when it comes to economics and business.
Absolutely, Shivangi. It's a huge loss to the country across domains, and we are currently standing right outside the residence of Cyrus Mistry. This is in Mumbai. I request my VJ Neeraj to give us shots of the same. The gate, as you can see, is locked, but periodically we have seen one half of it being opened. If I can just sort of explain the layout, there is a ramp that leads downwards, and that is where there is a car parking under the residence, and then there is a main gate from where people can walk in. We'll just move a little bit behind to give you a reference as to the building that they live in, the family lives in. Of course, there are a couple of close relatives who have come here in the hours after the news of Cyrus Mistry dying in the road accident emerged. His mortal remains are, of course, currently at the hospital near Palghar, where the accident had taken place. There is an expectation that there are more family members who are likely to arrive here. And we have been told by the security present here that there is a possibility that once there is clearance and one certain amount of time has passed, the mortal remains may also be brought here. But it is a massive loss. It is an unexpected shock. Like the Prime Minister put it, it is a shocking development that has taken place. He was only 54 years old. He had only a decade ago, it's difficult to come to terms with, been appointed by a selection panel as the chairman of India's largest, at that time, conglomerate, which he headed then for a period of about 4 years. And irrespective of Tata Sons and the Tata Group, the Cyrus Mistry Group itself is one of India's largest construction conglomerates. If you see, like Abhishek Kapoor was also telling us a short while back, if there is a very large project somewhere that involves infrastructure, that involves building, that has to be executed, it is very likely that at least one of those who are contracted to do it is likely to be the Palonji Mistry Group. That's how influential the group is in its domain. And also one needs to remember that they hold a very large stake also in the Tata Group, about an 18.1% stake. They are in fact the largest private shareholders in the Tata Group. So this is a big loss to Indian business. He was a person who was really entering his prime in terms of his age, in terms of leading companies and organizations, and that's why it comes as a big loss. You also rightly pointed out that there are a number of questions that remain to be answered regarding the manner in which the accident took place, because we have seen the visuals of the car. Clearly, the car had hit a divider. We have seen the visuals of the SUV and also the section of the divider where it had hit. And it appears to have been on the passenger side. And if I'm not mistaken, there was a glimpse there and a hint that the airbag may have deployed. But sometimes at high speed, one really needs to find out how effective and how potent these safety mechanisms are. And clearly, it appears that it was not potent enough to save Cyrus Mistry. There were 4 people in that crash. It took place at about 3:15 p.m., about 2.5 hours north of Mumbai, roughly midway, one could say, between Gujarat and Mumbai. He was traveling, of course, south from Ahmedabad, and along with 3 other people, and that is when this accident took place, Shivangi. And we have seen the visuals of it. The car was not in a good state at all. The front left side, the passenger side, had been completely mangled. Its front bumper had been completely torn apart, and there was a big gash on one side of it, which also explains why it is possible that there are people who have also survived, though with injury. And we await to find out their version of events as to how this really took place and how it transpired. We have spoken to the SP in Palghar, who tells us that it was a prima facie case of overspeeding, but it really remains to be seen what the truth is.
All right, Ankit, thank you for getting us those details outside Cyrus Mistry's residence. I'll be coming back to you in just a short while. Now, viewers, I want you to have a